Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's episode, as usual, we are going to be talking about the price of BTC, and this time around it really seems like Elon Musk has brought down the BTC party. So my question to you is, did Elon Musk sort of affect the market prices? And do you really believe in causation versus correlation? Because sometimes, most of the times, right, people usually come up with a narrative as to why prices tend to behave the way that they do, if you know what I mean. Like, let's say for example, Elon Musk talks about how amazing a particular cryptocurrency, and then all of a sudden it does like a 50% or even a 70%. Does that really make him the one who is responsible for this price action? So anyhow, getting to answer that question, okay, personally, I'm a technical analysis type of trader. I only concentrate on the charts because I have all the data that I need. And just because Elon Musk like a few hours ago did talk about, did make this tweet, right, which a lot of people sort of didn't even understand and probably misinterpreted, right? A lot of people are thinking and believing he is the one that really made this dump to occur. But ladies and gentlemen, in yesterday's episode, I told you a long time before Elon Musk even tweeted this, right? I told you that my targets have been hit and I'm taking my profits, and I also gave you the reasons why I was taking profits at those particular areas. And this is one thing that a lot of new people just beginning to trade, right? A lot of you guys look for info, look for news, and then you trade. So yeah, always late for the party. And this is one of the reasons why whenever you buy, the price drops. Whenever you sell, the price pumps. It's because you are lagging. You are using lagging indicators. Even traditional indicators such as the MACD. If you look at the MACD and the RSI, right? The MACD and the RSI, these are lagging indicators. What is really important is price action. So if you take a look at how I have been trading for the past few days, for the past few months, especially in 2021, I haven't even been talking about the MACD, the RSI, and all that crap, because I know that it is, or rather they are, lagging indicators. Everything that you need to know is based on the candles and on the price action. You get? So my YouTube channel is all about sort of giving you a perspective of a day trader, like somebody who's consistent, the things that they look out for and the things that they are looking at and how they are trading. So if you guys can understand this perspective, right, you'll be able to like reciprocate these moves on other charts, because charts are pretty much the same, so I don't really believe in looking at the news and then trading, because everything that you need to know is right in front of you. And in yesterday's episode, I did take my profits. I didn't even know that Elon Musk was going to tweet about, whatever this thing, but the prices today are back down. You understand? So don't really go out there and start looking for news, because you're always going to be late for the party. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, okay, this thing happened, right? So Muna, what is your next move? Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you have to know that no trade is a trade as well. Just because I tell you that I'm a day trader, right, it doesn't really mean that I force trades and I just I'm like, every day I need to like find a trade. Sometimes there are no trade zones. There are situations where you have to sort of, just sit back, analyze, and wait for anchor points and data points that you can use in order for you to like make a decisive sort of decision, which has got a higher probability. And remember what I told you, right? When it comes to trading, always look for the highest probable outcome, because not all outcomes are going to be equal. Okay, of course, sometimes you might have some sort of days where you are having sort of indecision. Like, for example, this particular day, right over here. This was indecision in the markets because, you know, the markets did pump about 50% on that day, and they also dropped about 50% on that particular day. And, you know, the markets, you know, closed on a neutral basis or on a neutral point, if you know what I mean. But if you look at the trend where it was coming from, right, it was coming from a bearish and beginning to sort of bring that bullish sort of nature back to the markets. And this is why, even though we had like a neutral day, it sort of you know, continued pumping towards the upside. And if you did buy that particular dip, you could have made money, you know. So what I'm trying to say is, basically today I'm going to be waiting for my anchor points, because at this particular moment, yes, this particular downtrend sort of happened, but I have to like see a counter to this particular downtrend so that I can use that information to like sort of determine if the bulls and the bears are, you know, which ones are stronger, either the bulls or the bears, if you know what I mean. So at this particular moment, the bears are in control. So why would I want to sort of make a decision right over here? Because if I sort of rush and make a decision, what if the bulls come back in and defend? What am I going to do? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the bulls to have an opportunity to sort of defend. Let's say, for example, the bulls come in, right, and then they push the price like right over here, and since we have some support turned into resistance, right, we sort of form a swing failure pattern right over here. We do something like that, and then we continue dropping. Then I know, okay, this particular downtrend has got some more weight, and there's going to be like some more downtrend which is going to come in. Then I can be able to like use my beloved Fibonacci retracements and sort of create that anchor point right over there. Or I can also use my trend based Fibonacci retracements and then sort of plot and have like some sort of insights as to where the price could potentially lead. And then when my targets are hit, I again sort of get out of the markets and reanalyze. That's how you trade. You know, trading is a mathematics, it's also a science, and it is also an art. Okay, if you look at my YouTube channel, right, I have been around for the past 4 years. I have experimented, I have made quite a lot of mistakes. I have transitioned from, you know, learning and just seeing things that work and things that do not work. Okay, so for me to be able to like see the markets the way that I do, right, it took a very long period of time. It took me losing a lot of money. You know, I don't even want to tell you about my losses, because my losses have been so crazy, you know. But it's part of growth. Okay, you need to lose in order for you to win. The most important thing is you have to stay learning. You have to identify, where did I go wrong? What was the mistake? What was the lesson? And then you start adjusting and making changes. Okay, so anyhow, pretty much today's episode is just a reiteration of yesterday's episode, because we nailed this particular trade. And just like I told you, right, when it comes to altcoins are the easiest coins to trade, because we know they are directly correlated to BTC. So when I go out of my BTC trades, right, I even told you that I'm also selling my altcoins, because altcoins are going to dump as well, because the main guy, aka BTC, is down, you know, and is going to potentially go down. So yeah, if we take a look at what has been happening, right, look at this. You know, Dogecoin down by about 15%, 12%. I mean, these are like crazy fluctuations. So let's say, for example, yesterday you did follow my advice and you sold, and now you've got more ammunition to sort of buy back. Oh, by the way, we are beginning to like sort of experience some bulls coming through. So what I'm going to do right over here, right, now that the bulls are coming through, I'm not really going to rush and jump into the trade, because I do not know where the price is going to go. So I need to have like more confirmation. And in order for you to like make a trading decision, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have at least more than 5 confirmations. Okay, when I talk about confirmations, right, these are factors that really validate your trade. Like, why are you taking that particular trade? Is it because, the markets are producing, higher highs and higher lows, so therefore you are sort of beginning to long these particular dumps? Is it because the volume profile is growing? Is it because the RSI is above a certain particular threshold? Is it because the Elliott waves are sort of aligning to how they're supposed to be? So when it comes to trading, you have to be very disciplined. You have to have discipline, a whole lot of it. You have to be strict on yourself. Tell yourself that I'm only going to take this particular trade if or when I have more than 5 confirmations to validate my trade. You get? So this is a no trade zone for me. I'm going to wait it out, and hopefully, because I'm using the smaller time frame. Oh, and by the way, you guys have to be time conscious. A lot of people don't really know this concept about being time conscious. Let's say, for example, you're using the daily time frame. If you use the daily time frame, right, the 4 hourly and the 1 hourly are going to be your subsequent sort of time frames that you need to sort of execute and kind of plan out your trades. If you're using the weekly time frame, the daily and the 3-day could probably be your subsequent time frames. So a lot of people don't even understand the concept of time framing when it comes to trading. So anyway, I really hope I'm not really confusing you, because my aim is to make you understand what is going on. You see, in order for you to beat the algorithm, you have to understand how the algorithm works. Okay, in order for you to make money in this cryptocurrency game, right, you have to understand what cryptocurrencies are all about, where the inflow of money is gravitating towards, and how the charts work, like how to identify undervalued cryptocurrencies, how to find support and resistance, when to enter, when to exit. Those are the factors that are going to determine whether you guys are going to be multi-millionaires by the end of this trading season. And this is one of the reasons why I sort of give private one-on-one consultations where people have got the opportunity to sort of pick my brains and use my expertise, because remember, I have been around for the past 4 years. Everything that you're going through right now, I've been through it 3 times over. You understand? So I also have a trading group. It's only $300 per month, and just like I told you, only join my trading group once you see the value of what I talk about, once you make some money, because all this information that I'm giving you, it took me a long time to come up with this stuff, to learn and just get this experience. Okay, so the services that I'm offering is obviously portfolio management, where you can ask me what you have in your portfolio. I can tell you, get rid of this, you buy this instead, look at this ecosystem, do this at this particular time. We do that as well. Okay, I also offer private consultations in terms of trading, like the trading Bible, like the things that you need to concentrate on and what you need to learn. And this is going to tremendously help you a lot, because you're going to understand how the algorithm works. And lastly, I offer buying and selling signals for $300 per month, reoccurring, and you guys are going to make a whole lot of money. So boom, you do not want to sort of support me in my services. It doesn't really matter, because either ways I'm going to be making money, and you guys are still going to benefit from all the knowledge that I'm going to be giving on my YouTube channel. So you do not have to subscribe to any of the services that I'm offering. Okay, you're still going to make money. So basically, Elon Musk didn't really cause this particular dump to occur, because we did pick this as our selling target. And what I'm going to be looking for in the next, coming few hours is I'm going to be looking for my anchor points and my correlation points. So right now, it really seems like the bulls are coming through. And if we take a look at the smaller time frame, right, we are beginning to sort of produce somewhat of a higher high, which is very good. So obviously I'll be looking at the 1 hour. So I'll see how the bulls are going to be defending, and then when that particular thing happens, I could potentially make a trading decision around, when the price comes back. I'll be able to like sort of determine who's stronger between the bulls and the bears. And I'm going to also have my 5 other confirmation data points, if you know what I mean. I'm going to look at a few things that really validate my trades. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. Just a little bit of a rant, and yeah, big shout out to everybody who's been supporting me. I'm so grateful that I have these views, because it represents the amount of people who are watching me. To a lot of people, this might not really seem to be much, but to me, I really appreciate. Can you imagine about 200 people watching you on a daily basis? That's like a lot. Like, put 200 people like in a room, so to me, I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are so amazing, and I really hope that you're not just coming to my YouTube channel to like hear me say, buy this coin, it's going to give you 100x. I really hope that you are learning and understanding why I make certain decisions, because if you do this, you're going to forever have the blueprint, and you'll be able to like emulate and do this 10 times over. You understand? So please understand the logic of what I'm trying to say. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on post notifications, because I will be giving you updates as long as I see something tangible to like share, because I just don't want to be one of those generic people who just come to YouTube for the sake of coming to YouTube, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Talk to you a little bit later. Have fun, be safe out there. Trading is trading is crazy, because you might end up losing a whole lot of money. So yeah, be very careful out there, practice safe trading, and always remember to shorten the learning curve. Imagine 4 years ago, if I knew the things that I know now, man, I would be a millionaire by now, a multi-millionaire by now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but anyway, it is what it is. I needed those drawbacks in order for me to grow. So failing is part of growth. So always embrace failing and learning and losing money, and then always understand why you failed. Make changes and make this money. Yeah, talk to you a little bit later. Bye.